Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're taking a look at Elanix AI. They have this interesting description for themselves. Architects of intelligent automation.
Right. That phrase really caught my eye, too.
Yeah, because for so many businesses, the big hurdle isn't if they should use AI anymore, right? It's more about how.
Exactly. How do you get past just, dipping your toes in?
Precisely. How do you make it scale, make it integrate properly, actually help people do their work better?
Mm-hmm.
So our mission today is really to unpack what Elanix AI, which is, relatively new on the scene.
Still quite young.
How they're trying to bridge that gap. We'll be using their own stuff, excerpts from their Architects of Intelligent Automation piece, even a look at a pilot script they did.
Which gives some good behind-the-scenes flavor.
Definitely. So the big question for us, and for you listening, is, in this super crowded AI field, what makes them different? And, why should their approach matter if you're maybe a founder or in marketing or just trying to figure out this whole AI thing?
Well, that architect idea you mentioned, I think that's key. It's not just, hey, let's build an AI model. It sounds like they're designing the whole system, the blueprints almost, for how AI can run smart, as they put it, for brands, for creators, entrepreneurs.
Right.
The real challenge they seem to be tackling, and what we hope you get from this, is that problem of AI ending up in silos, one-off projects that don't connect.
Yeah, you build a chatbot here, an analysis tool there.
And they don't talk to each other. They don't grow with the business. Elanix seems focused on creating that foundational layer so the AI actually scales with you.
Okay, let's dive right into that then. They call themselves an AI infrastructure agency. Now, for anyone who's worked in tech or software, infrastructure isn't just the app itself, is it?
No, absolutely not. It's the plumbing, the wiring, the foundation.
The stuff that makes everything else work reliably and crucially scale up.
Precisely. So when they say infrastructure agency, it implies they're building those underlying systems, the data pipelines, how things get deployed, the whole framework.
Okay.
And they talk about setting the bar higher with products focused on clarity, utility, and a sprinkle of bold charm, which is interesting branding.
A bit of personality there. So how does that infrastructure agency tag really make them different in practice? Because lots of companies offer AI services.
That's the key distinction, I think. It's like, are you buying a prefab shed, or are you hiring an architect to design a custom home that you can add wings to later?
Got it. Expandable.
Exactly. And their actual products seem to reflect this. Take their custom AI chat agents. They're aiming beyond just simple FAQ bots. They talk about designing them to feel human, handle complex back and forth conversations, manage project tasks, even help with lead generation, basically acting like a real extension of the team.
So more integrated than just a pop-up on a website.
Much more. Then there's Struttura. That's their AI project manager agent.
Okay.
Its whole job is apparently to help you plan and build these AI agents without the usual chaos that comes with implementing new tech. Sort of meta.
Yeah, using AI to manage the building of AI.
Right. And they also have this journaling AI agent for their educational side, their Learn department. It produces articles, looks at trends, basically trying to help people actually understand AI better, cut through the hype.
So these aren't just abstract tools. They're aimed at specific business problems, like saving time or making sense of the tech itself.
Seems that way. Addressing those common pain points, inefficiency, the steep learning curve, which makes the value proposition pretty clear, potentially for a business owner.
And what I found really fascinating is how they're applying this philosophy, this sort of multiplying human creativity idea, somewhere pretty unexpected.
You mean Eagle Records?
Yeah, Eagle Records.
Yeah.
It's not just some side hustle. It looks like a full-on music label and branding agency, but with this AI twist.
A living case study almost.
Right. And the twist isn't just, clever branding with eagle puns, soaring quality, sharp strategy, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They actually built a specific AI agent for the YouTube creators signed to Eagle Records. Helps them automate finding content ideas, spotting trends.
So it's that same blend, creative work plus technology.
Exactly. But in a totally different field, how does that AI twist really add value there, do you think, beyond the branding?
Well, I think this ties directly into their core philosophy. Build once, scale everywhere.
Okay, explain that.
It sounds like they're trying to avoid that AI fragmentation we talked about. Instead of building a one-off tool just for, say, customer service, they design the underlying AI systems to be reusable. adaptable. So the same core tech or approach could potentially power a customer service agent and an agent helping music creators. It scales across functions, maybe even across ventures like Eagle Records.
So it's about reusable building blocks.
Oh, pretty much. And their big belief seems to be that AI shouldn't replace human creativity, but, quote, multiply it.
That's a crucial distinction.
Absolutely. It changes the whole conversation around AI in the workplace. Is it a threat or is it a collaborator?
Right.
They seem focused on building trust, showing AI can handle the boring stuff, the repetitive analysis.
Freeing people up.
Exactly. Freeing up the founders, the teams to think big, move fast, and keep it human, as they say. Let people do the strategy, the creative leaps, the relationship building. AI handles the grunt work.
You know, that difference between AI augmenting versus diminishing work,
Yeah.
it really hits home. I think we've all had frustrating experiences with basic chatbots that just don't get it.
Oh, definitely.
So when Elanix claims their agents feel human, that really grabs my attention.
Yeah.
And looking at how they actually build these things, it's not just talk.
No, they seem quite practical.
They mention prototyping using this blend.
Yeah.
They call it low code meets pro code, using tools like Airtable, Make.com for automation, but also custom code. For listeners familiar with development, what's the advantage there? Is it just speed or something else? Bypassing bottlenecks, making it easier for clients maybe.
I think it's likely a bit of both. The low-code parts, like Make.com, let them connect things quickly, integrate with a business's existing tools, their current tech stack, without a massive custom build every time. Faster deployment.
Less friction.
Exactly. But the pro code, the custom software development part, that's probably where the unique AI logic lives. The secret sauce that makes it human-centric, nuanced, and genuinely scalable in a robust way.
So agility and custom power.
It's a balancing act. A lot of AI shops struggle with that, either too generic or too slow and expensive. And tied into that human feel thing is their self-professed obsession with brand voice.
Oh, right.
They apparently work hard to make each agent feel alive, friendly, professional, maybe a bit rebellious, reflecting the founders.
It's not just about function, but personality.
Seems like it. And that's not just fluff. If an AI tool is actually pleasant or even interesting to interact with, people are more likely to use it effectively. It reinforces that whole human-centric angle again.
Yeah, that makes total sense. You want tools you don't dread using.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking ahead, Elanix AI isn't sitting still. They're exploring new areas.
Right, pushing the boundaries a bit.
And what really stands out is this client zero approach they mentioned.
Oh, yes. Dogfooding their own tech.
Exactly. They're building and using their own agents internally for managing projects, brainstorming names, creating marketing stuff, which seems like a huge vote of confidence in their own system.
Yeah.
They're living their own vision.
It really is. Client zero means you're your own first toughest customer. You use your product constantly, find the flaws, see what works in the real world before you push it out widely.
So it's a test bed.
A powerful one. It shows they believe in it, and it gives them constant feedback for making it better. And they're apparently using this internal testing to develop AI for new things. Yeah. Like course creation, dynamic newsletters, even video agents for TikTok, which is pretty cutting edge.
It's video agents. Wow.
Yeah. So it's not just building for clients, it's proving it works for them first.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? It seems Elanix AI is carving out a specific niche. They're emerging as this rapidly evolving player focusing hard on practical, scalable AI.
And that human-centric piece seems really core.
Definitely. It's about multiplying creativity, not replacing it. Giving businesses tools that are architecturally sound, designed to help them be smarter, faster, more creative. Less about one magic AI trick, more about a strategic framework.
Right. And maybe the final thought for you to consider based on all this, given their mix of low code meets pro code, that practical blend, and the whole build once, scale everywhere idea, think about how your own approach to AI might shift. Are you just looking for one-off fixes, isolated tools? Or could you start thinking more strategically about designing scalable AI systems that really become part of your core operations?
Like building an AI infrastructure, not just buying an AI product.
Exactly. How might that model, that creative architect for AI approach, change how you not only use AI, but how you even think about its potential? Moving from just reacting to AI trends to proactively designing how it integrates with your goals, your work, your learning, something to mull over.
A lot to think about there. Thanks for breaking that down.
My pleasure. It's a fascinating space to watch.